Marble Palace is one of the first neoclassical palaces in Saint Petersburg, Russia. It is situated between the Field of Mars and Palace Quay, slightly to the east from New Michael Palace. Design pre-1917 known as the palace was built by Count Grigory Orlov, the favorite of Empress Catherine the Great and the most powerful Russian nobleman of the 1760s. Construction started in 1768 to designs by Antonio Rinaldi, who previously had helped decorate the Grand Palace at Caserta near Naples. The combination of sumptuous ornamentation with rigorously classicizing monumentality, as practiced by Rinaldi, may be attributed to his earlier work under Luigi Vanvitelli in Italy. The palace takes its name from its opulent decoration in a wide variety of polychrome marbles. A rough-grained finished granite on the ground floor is in subtle contrast to polished pink Karelian marble of the pilasters and white Urals marble of capitals and festoons. Panels of veined bluish-grey Urals marble separate the floors, while tile and dolomite was employed for ornamental urns. In all, 32 disparate shades of marble were used to decorate the palace. The plan of the edifice is trapezoidal. Each of its 4 facades, though strictly symmetrical, has a different design. One of the facades conceals a recessed courtyard, where an armored car employed by Lenin during the October Revolution used to be mounted on display between 1937 and 1992. Nowadays, the court is dominated by a sturdy equestrian statue of Alexander III of Russia, the most famous work of sculptor Paolo Trubetskoy. Formerly it graced a square before the Moscow railway station. Fedor Shubin, Mikhail Kozlovsky, Stefano Torelli and other Russian and foreign craftsmen decorated the interior with inlaid colored marbles, stucco, and statuary until 1785, by which time Count Orlov had already died, and the Empress had the palace purchased for her own heirs. In 1797 to 1798 the structure was leased to Stanislaw August Poniatowski, the last king of Poland. Thereafter the palace belonged to Grand Duke Constantine Pavlovich and his heirs from the Konstantinovichi branch of the Romanov family. In 1843, Grand Duke Konstantin Nikolaevich decided to redecorate the edifice, renaming it Constantine Palace and engaging Alexander Bralov as the architect. An adjacent church and other outbuildings were completely rebuilt, while the interior of the palace was refurbished in keeping with the eclectic tastes of its new owner. Only the main staircase and the marble hall survived that refacing and still retain the refined stucco work and elaborate marble pattern of Rinaldi's original decor. Usage during Soviet times. During the Soviet era, the palace successively housed the Ministry of Labor, the Academy of Material Culture, and, most notably, the main local branch of the Moscow-based Central Lenin Museum with sub-branches across Leningrad in Lenin's memorial apartments all over the city, the places where he lived or stayed during his various periods in what was then St. Petersburg. Present state, a branch of Russian Museum. Currently, the palace accommodates permanent exhibitions of the Russian State Museum, notably foreign artists in Russia, and the Peter Ludwig Museum at the Russian Museum, featuring canvases by Andy Warhol and other pop art idols.